Greetings and thank you for joining us at futuremoneytrends.com. I am very excited for this interview. I've waited a few weeks to do it. And he's actually in Argentina right now working on behalf of shareholders. I want to introduce you guys to a new company. This is a company we're going to be covering over the next year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I expect exceptional results. The people, the management, the geologist. I mean, this is a very serious group of mining people. About every award that you can win, these guys have won, from CEO of the Year award to the top geologist award in mining. Our guest today has even won an award from the Queen of England. So these are very good people, very serious people. They are overachievers when it comes to delivering gains and value to their shareholders. They are relentless managers, the exact type of people you want to attach yourself and your money to. Investors have made anywhere from 1,200% to 28,000% partnering with some of the people that are part of this company. Our guest today is the CEO of Advantage Lithium, David Sidoo. David, thank you so much for joining us.
Dan, that was quite an introduction. I'm very humbled by that introduction, and we're excited to be working with you and partnering with Future Money Trend.
Well, we're very excited, to become a shareholder of Advantage Lithium, to introduce this company to our subscribers. And, if anybody, by the way, is looking at Advantage Lithium, we'll have all the links for you, but shares are on the TSXV under AAL. So let's get into this interview, David. So first off, if somebody is listening to this interview, they're looking for a great investment, they're partnering with an expert management team. Why lithium? Why now?
Well, that's a good question, Dan. But going back to the introduction, I really wanted to focus on the fact that the companies that we've been involved in, have taken anywhere between 4 to 6 years to develop, and we've stuck with the companies long term, raised a lot of money for them, and the sectors that we were in were very hot, and we ended up either getting acquired by a major, ending up being one of the largest producer in that particular sector in the industry. So these companies do have horizons of between 4 to 5 years when you're really developing an asset, and that's what our management team's been able to do. And why we focused on lithium now, and why lithium. If you follow the lithium market, it's being driven by strong, sustained growth right now. There's a clear gap in the market for a junior with a team approach and agility to secure and develop the right asset. If you look at market stats, Dan, and this is from a report from Deutsche Bank that was done on lithium in May 2016, they're estimating a 500% increase in battery consumption over the next 10 years. Electric vehicle production is going to grow 45% over the next 12 months. Energy storage demand is going to be doubling. And just today, we had an article on Bloomberg that headlined Tesla wins for grid-scale batteries after California methane disaster. They win one of the largest contracts in the history. So we're looking at lithium demand is currently outstripping the supply by at least 15 to 20%. And that's an industry that you want to be in now.
What amazes me, you bringing up Tesla. Tesla has stated that they intend on consuming all lithium supply as they roll out the Tesla 3. But at the same time, Warren Buffett's big investment into this sector, into the electronic vehicle sector, BYD, they have actually stated the same thing, that they're going to consume all of the world's lithium supply. And then you've got Volkswagen making a $9 billion investment, Ford, Toyota, GM, Nissan. I mean, there's a lot of money, including, we haven't even touched on, global governments, trillions of dollars going into green energy. What is the potential here? Because it seems like it's all kind of boiling over now when it comes to demand, but the actual supply line for lithium, it really isn't there. And there's a little catch up here on when it comes to supply that might take a 5 to 10 years to even catch up to this demand, right?
Well, if you look at the big prize for lithium, everybody's talking about the vehicles, the battery-powered cars, and all that type of stuff. Tesla, General Motors, European Volkswagen, BMW. But the big prize for lithium, Dan, is the mass grid energy storage, and not only for batteries. And if you look at the demand for Tesla's Gigafactory right now, batteries for cars and grid storage will dwarf the current domestic U.S. lithium production, just like you said, all of which comes from Nevada right now. You know, American Advantage Lithium's focus right now is not only developing resources in Nevada, but also other jurisdictions. We picked up some assets in Mexico, so our focus is in North America to help, you know, the demand in world production could double, and production of lithium-ion batteries could double by 2018. So it's not just Tesla, for example. You know, Volkswagen, like I said, is looking to invest $8 billion in a battery factory to support the electric vehicle strategy. And then you're looking at the big prize overall, which people are maybe missing, is the mass grid energy storage demands that are going to be, come to fruition in the next year or two.
You and some of the top people in the mining sector have come together. Advantage Lithium on the TSX venture under AAL. Tell us about the people and the projects.
Well, you know, what's interesting, you mentioned in your introduction, it is an award-winning team, and sometimes that word's overused, but here it's actual fact. You look at our one of our directors, Dev Randhawa, he's the chairman of Fission Energy, Ross McElroy, Doug Leishman, myself. Between all of us, we've got it all covered: deal making, evaluating, and developing the right assets, building a company. I was founder of a significant shareholder of American Oil and Gas, which was sold to Hess in an all-stock transaction valued at $630 million. I took that company from a concept like we are right now with Advantage Lithium, build the board, raise the money, and found the assets, and ended up selling it 5.5, 6 years after we had founded that company. I've raised over $150 million for my last two companies that I was involved in. Dev Randhawa, he's built 3 successful uranium companies and recently brought in a strategic investor for fission uranium with $82 million at a substantial premium, and that was for less than 25% of the company. Ross McElroy, he's led a technical team to success with 2 major discoveries in 3 years and has been instrumental in several other major discoveries. You know, our team's success has been recognized many times. I was awarded the Order of BC. Dev and Ross have won numerous awards between them, including Dealmaker of the Year, Mining Person of the Year, the PDAC Bill Dennis Award for Exploration Success. In fact, Dev has just been shortlisted on the Mining CEO of the Year Award in Toronto again this year. So it's a world-class team, guys who've developed assets, and I don't think shareholders could get a better group of guys. Like you said at the beginning of your introduction, you invest in the sector, you invest in the team, and the team has the ability to build assets and raise the capital necessary to get us to the goal line.
So you've got projects in Argentina, Mexico, Nevada. Is there any specific focus on any of those specific projects or specific regions?
Well, right now our main focus that we've got a three-hole drill program that's coming up at the end of September here in Nevada. We've got 5 great lithium brine projects in or near the Clayton Valley. 4 are drill ready. We're drilling at Clayton Valley, as I mentioned, in late September. Our Clayton Northeast project is adjacent to Albemarle's Silver Peak mine. We're only 110 meters from several of Albemarle's production pumps. This is the region we're targeting with our main drill program at the end of this month. We're the only lithium junior with access to certified water rights, Dan, in Clayton Valley. Clayton Valley is over-appropriated for water, so this is a huge deal for us. In Mexico, we acquired 4 early-stage projects with exciting historic exploration and recent sampling results. It's underexplored, which is great for us. The guy who leads the exploration activity for us is Ross McElroy. As I mentioned, he's won several awards for success in making discoveries in unexplored areas. And then we're focused as well on building a big footprint in Argentina. We've just announced an LOI to acquire the Stella Maris property in Argentina in the Lithium Triangle. It's a big score for us. I know there was a number of other people chasing that asset, and we were able to secure it with the family. It's right next to a large, shallow depth inferred resource, Dan, specifically Orocobra's Salar Salinas Grandes lithium potassium boron brine project. Orocobra's drilled over 100 shallow wells near this property and 11 deep wells with some very, very good lithium results. So we're excited about being right up against the border there to Oro Cobre's Salinas Grandes asset. Prior exploration work includes some mapping that's been done on that property, some sampling, some geochemistry, and we're near excellent infrastructure corridor, off-road, rail, and power, Dan. That's really important there. A lot of people are talking about they're picking assets up in Argentina and Nevada, but there's no infrastructure. There's no corridor to roads, rail, and power. We've got that in all three jurisdictions that we're in, Nevada, Mexico, and Argentina.
David, you guys have had exposure to building oil companies, natural gas companies, uranium companies amongst the team. How does lithium compare if somebody's looking at energy investments or other green investments like uranium, for example? How does lithium compare for energy investors specifically?
Well, the word that's been overused over and over, Dan, has been lithium's booming right now. If you look at an article that was written by Goldman Sachs, who's been one of the leaders in the industry in terms of research on different types of, energy-related investments, they had a in-depth report done, which some of your shareholders might want to go find on their website. That was headlined "Lithium is the gasoline of the future," and the fundamentals are strong. There's no question where the demand is headed. Other energy source commodities are experiencing low prices right now due to either low demand or oversupply in the market. Lithium carbonate prices are currently in the range of around $10,000 US per ton, where only a few months ago it was at $6,000 a ton a year ago. If you're comparing it to something like uranium, for example, that's the ultimate contrarian play, Dan. You can pick up some incredibly undervalued uranium stocks right now, but you're going to have to hold them and sit on them for a while until the market turns. Lithium is ready now. And I think we're just at this infancy of this boom. You look at the curve sometimes on energy stocks and mining and oil and gas companies. I think we're right at the bottom of the trough and just starting to head up. So for investors to get in now, it's not too late.
Absolutely, David. Before we close out, obviously I've made the decision to invest. If somebody's looking at the company today, what do you think the best reason is, or some of the key points that people should be looking at when they're doing their due diligence?
So I think there's three things, Dan, that you got to look for that I've had success in my life when I've invested in different companies. It's the right team. That right team has the ability to build the asset and raise capital. It's the right project, and it's the right strategy. The success and recognition our teams had with previous companies speaks to our capabilities. Smart investors put their money behind successful teams. And if you look at our progress with Advantage Lithium, such a short time speaks to our strategy. Over a very short period of time, Advantage Lithium's acquired or entered into agreements to acquire great projects in 3 different jurisdictions, all of which are deemed favorable for mining. And Advantage Lithium projects range from early-stage exploration targets like Mexico to more developed projects in properties hosting lithium-based brine-style targets adjacent to known resources and current production like in Argentina and Nevada. So we've got the right team, Dan. We've got the right projects, the right strategy, and that team can raise the right amount of capital to make this happen.
Last question, David. When I was doing my due diligence, I came across your YouTube channel, and apparently you have an amazing charity that you partnered with, the Kevin Spacey charity, but also you played football. So can you tell us about that? Were you a professional in Canada?
I played professional football in the Canadian Football League for the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the BC Lions. And it's funny you mentioned that I played the ultimate team sport, Dan. When you look at the companies that I put together, I took the abilities that I put together as a football player, everyone working as a team, everyone working for one goal, no egos. Let's build a championship team, and it's the same kind of values I've taken from my sports background into business, and it's been very successful for me. And I think the team that we put together is an all-star team, to put it bluntly. If you're talking about what yard line we're on, we're probably on the 50-yard line right now, going to the other team's 45-yard line, and probably better, going for a touchdown here in the next 6 to 12 months. Well,
you guys certainly have put together an exceptional opportunity for investors, and I think it is wise to partner with people like you. I've seen so many of these companies, and right now, as you know, like you said in the interview, there's a lithium boom, and unfortunately, that also means all these companies and mining companies that are run by a chartered accountant or something, they're also throwing lithium on top of their name and trying to ride the wave. Advantage Lithium, this is the real deal. This is as serious as it gets, and it's very early stage still for investors. Everyone check out Advantage Lithium. Again, the TSX Venture, AAL. David, thank you so much for your time.
Dan, look forward to working with you on this, and long term, we're going to build shareholder value here. Thank you very much for having me on.